Welcome back. Change your pace this week. I spent the week in Dubai. The first part of the week, just doing my usual. Lots of technical stuff in the pool. I had a swim cube lesson with Stu. And then Friday, I went swimming. And from there, straight to the airport. And then boom, onto the flight to Dubai. Got there in the early hours of Saturday morning. Straight away, checked in, went and looked around the hotel slightly, then went out to the swimming pool, seen it was full of children. I was conscious that I wanted to get some training in before the day started because I had meetings, etc. I needed to go to. So I went in the pool and I spent an hour in the heat. Then from there, went to a meeting, then went out to meet my friends at a beach club. Next day, woke up, swim first thing in the morning, this time much quieter. It was early, no children, no adults really, much cooler as well. Good quality swimming for an hour, lots of technical stuff. And then the afternoon, I then went to my good friend's house to do some sparring. Now, I haven't done any sparring in a long time. So, a bit of a shock to the system. It took me a couple of rounds to warm up into it. I got, certainly in the second round, I took a few more shots than what I would have liked to. But once I got warm and into it, I actually done pretty good. Considering I haven't been sparring, considering I'm only really swimming at the moment, and I don't really do any combat sports stuff anymore. I'm fully retired. That's well in the past. I done okay.
Keep working.
And certainly towards the end, I really started to become much more effective. So I was landing shots better. I was getting the better of my opponents. It was good to dust off the gloves and get back in there with some real good friends of mine I've known for 15 or 20 years. The next day, woke up, and you guessed it, it's time to do some swimming again. I actually went to the lad's house to swim along the palm in Dubai. Now, when you look at it from a distance and you see the scenery and the houses, and it looks amazing. It's absolutely beautiful, stunning. The reality couldn't be further from what you see in the pictures. The water was absolutely disgusting, horrid. So there was, I don't know what there was floating around in the water. Brown stuff, could be feces, I don't know what it was. I was swimming front crawl, obviously my head's in the water. My friends were, they were just breaststroking, granny stroke, head above the water. And we went up and down a few times, and it wasn't a particularly intense session. Training benefit was extremely minimal. Straight from there, I then talked to my business partners a little bit longer, and then I had to go to the airport and then back home to my family, because my family are the single most important people on this planet, according to me. I love them from my heart. That's the reason why I do everything in my life. It's for them, and I don't like to spend too much time away from them. I like to have dinner with them in the evening, for instance. I like to read to them before bed, my children. I like to see my wife. She's a very pleasant person to be around. Hence the reason I'm married to her. So I like to spend that time with my family, and they're really important. And one of the reasons why I do these events, just one of the reasons. I mean, I like doing events. I like training. It's just part of me. But I also like the idea of inspiring my children to be brave, to take on challenges, to push boundaries, and to go for what they want. And the best way I feel like I can do that is if I do it myself. They're going to see me doing it, and then they're going to be inspired, or they're going to mimic it. Humans, we behave like the people we're around. They see me training, they see me going for things, they see me pushing, working hard. That's going to instill those types of values into them without me particularly having to go out my way and say, look, children, you have to work hard, you have to do this, blah, blah, blah. They're just going to know from being around me and my wife that these are the types of behaviours that people should behave like. So they should work hard, they should be polite, they should be kind to people, go for things, be brave. All these types of characteristics I want to instill in my children. And for me, there's only a few things that are really important in my life. The first one being my family, up there. The most important thing in my life. Everything is for them. The second thing is my work. I think it's very, very important to do meaningful work. I think it's important to set goals through work to achieve things, build things. I believe in helping people through your work. So that's really important to me, and forms a big part of my life, always has done. And the final thing is a real personal one to me and to so many of you and to many people. It's training. I love training. I enjoy exercise. I think it's really important for my physical and mental health. I'm just a better person when I exercise. No doubt about it. And I'm actually a better person when I'm exercising for a purpose. So at the moment, I'm training for this channel swim for 1 hour a day, over a 6-month period, going from terrible swimmer to hopefully a good swimmer, or certainly good enough to get across the channel. Now I'm been looking through videos, etc. These channel swimmers are something else. I'm not anywhere near them yet, being just starting my journey really. So we'll see. We'll check back in 6 weeks time, 4 months time, as we get nearer to the swim, and see, have I got there? Am I closer? But these, when I've got a goal, when there's something that's a target I can go for, it just helps me to structure my training. I'm going to train anyway. And the reason why the 1 hour a day thing even came about is that, one, I feel like people allocate too much time to events, and they don't do them because they think that they haven't got time to do them. And number two is that if we stick with the time issue, I don't really have a ton of time for events. Although I love doing them, I'm so busy with work and family, my children are young, I'm busy building businesses, and that takes up 90% of my time. And then I allocate an hour a day for myself. I don't take any breaks during the day. Every hour of the day is allocated. I have to be really regimented with my schedule. Not disciplined, because it's all stuff that I like doing. I like training, I like working, I like seeing my family. It doesn't require discipline as such. It requires organisation more than anything, to allocate time in a day for each thing in order to get things done. But when I do that, it's almost like I step into another gear at work as well, and step into another gear with family, because I just become much more intentional when I've got these set focus points. At the moment, the channel, previously Ironmans or Nourish training or professional MMA fight. But yeah, I'm kind of in my element at the moment. I'm enjoying the training. I'm definitely miles away from where I need to be. I haven't got a ton of time, but I have got 5 more months of an hour a day's training, and you'll be surprised what you can achieve with some consistency. And I believe that 5 more months, an hour a day, on average, of course. We have to do some longer swims in there, mix it up. But I'm going to get it done. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.